I don't understand. How comes this thing is no longer Justine? No, you. Oh boy. Okay. Oh. All right, guys. Good morning. I don't know what is going on here with this thing. It just seems like it is doing its own thing. Don't seem like it is acting the way I want it to act. But anywho, the show must go on. Good morning, guys. Been a long to see me. I've been longing to see you all, but you all know that there is life outside of the tube, okay? There is life outside. So sometimes y'all gonna see me and sometimes you might not see me. But whatever the case is, whenever you see me, make good use of me because you never know. You never know when you might not see me ever again. So just make good use of me when you see me. Welcome, guys. Welcome into the live. We're gonna talk a little bit today. It is Sunday. We haven't chatted in a little bit, so we're going to talk a little bit today. Yeah, and you all enjoy the scenery while I drive home. It is so foggy this morning. I can hardly I can see, but it is foggy. Okay. So welcome, guys. It is the month of March. Happy Monday, happy Sunday to you all. Hope everybody having a great, great Sunday. So far, it's still early yet in the day. Some of you will be going off to church. Some of you will be having your church at home. Some of you will, whatever it is that you are going to be doing today. Peace, prayers, and blessings with you today. All right, a couple of things that's going on in the news that we can visit. Over here my channel. Only say me chat too much. Me have to chat. Yeah. Me chat like me swallow radio because me swallow radio, whichever one. But as I always say, my mouth on my market. I me chat over anybody cocoa basket. As my granny always says. So therefore, when I mean one the right ears are talking, I will be on here. My channel, my words, my views, I will be here talking regardless. So welcome into the chat. I can't say hello because my bark is worse than my bite if I ever have a bark. And I like having you all over here, like having a conversation with you all. But if it ends up being a monologue, me one will stay so right? Because I know me do that all the time. But yard food, bless up a nice clean self. How are you doing, my love? Good to see you. Happy Sunday morning. Happy Sunday morning to you, my love. So, guys, there is so much going on in the world today. We got a lot to cover today in the little hour. In the little hour so that we're gonna be talking, we have a lot to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is the local government elections that were held in Jamaica last Monday. So last Monday, the 26th of February 2024, Jamaica held its local government elections. And yeah, we're keeping safe yard foods. We're keeping safe, my love. Yeah. Take my time to drive home. Yeah, so Jamaica held their local government elections last Monday, and boy, I tell you, I never see something else that have my heart swinging like a pendulum. So, I mean, come on now. They said less than 30% of the population decided to vote. Because we Jamaicans are, because local government election is not general election, a lot of people do not make any effort to go and vote. even though, even though people need to understand the importance of the local government election, and people don't take it so seriously. Them say, oh, on a general election, so them not have to go. And then because they don't go and their party don't win the local government election, then they get upset because now they realize that the mayorship, they could lose the mayorship of their constituency and stuff. So people need to be educated about the importance of voting when it's local government election, just as when it is the general election. So some people got to learn that lesson the hard way, because as far as I have seen until now, the municipality of Kingston and St. Andrew lost the mayorship from the JLP to the PNP, and so that's how that is going to go until the next time that they run an election in that regard. So several things has happened since the election. Number one, I don't know why EOJ takes so long to count two little ballots. EOJ takes so long to count the two little ballots. It is really disturbing. The first time they announced, well, that was Cliff Hughes's error. Cliff Hughes let his heart's desire got the better of him, and he said the People's National Party had won the elections, and that was a preemptive strike, because later on he had to retract that statement because it was not verified or certified by the EOJ. So then the prime minister, he came out and he said the JLP had sweepingly won seven municipalities, and the PNP had won five, and then there were two that were tied, but there's no way that the PNP could come back. And then I saw the people of the members of the People's National Party celebrating. I think it was on Thursday. They were celebrating, and everybody was saying, yes, Marky G led the People's National Party to a victory, and they were celebrating. I was like, what? So I put on my pot cover, me take off my green t-shirt, and me sit down and me say, queer, all right, them win. Then the next day, me hear the JLP say day one. I said, you know something? I ain't going to pick up back no green shirt, no pan cover, no nothing. I'm going to sit down and wait for the EOJ to announce who the winner is. Well, they have finally announced that the Jamaica Labour Party has won, and there have been some disturbing outbursts from people. Yesterday, I saw where Dion Jackson Miller, by the way, is a very respected attorney and journalist. And I saw where she had made a statement to say that she would not modify what she has to say about the elections to suit any particular party, which, Dion Jackson Miller has great integrity. I love that woman. She has great integrity when it comes on to her journalism and her legal work. She's phenomenal. And she came out and said she was not going to modify what she had to say in regards to the election to suit any party. She will say what the EOJ has said. She will report on the EOJ's findings from the election, and that's what she will do. When you read further into it, it appears as though the People's National Party, based on what Dion Jackson Miller was saying, it appears as though members of the People's National Party were trying to get her to announce that they were the winners of the the elections. I don't know. The corruption will never end because the corrupt people are always the ones in power. Um, and so we I mean, we need a complete overhaul if we have to get rid of the corrupt people and get them to stop corrupting every single system that we have in our beautiful island. But that's gonna be a hard work for us to do. But we will keep going either way. Okay, so kudos to Jackson Miller. Kudos to her. She stands on her principles. She stands on her she stands on her principles and on her integrity and will not compromise to suit anybody or any party. And I sincerely appreciate that, regardless of whether or not the party which I support wins or loses. It doesn't matter. Principle is principle. Okay, so and now I believe the final answer is that the Jamaica Labour Party has won, but with such a close call where they could not definitively say from the beginning that the Jamaica Labour Party had won. I believe there is a lot of work to do for the Prime Minister and his party before we get into the general elections. You all know that I don't usually do politics, but with the political climate as it is in Jamaica and America at the moment, and with the attention, the heightened attention that was given to these elections, I decided, you know what, let me talk about it because I do have a voice to talk about just about whatever I want to talk about. So I don't mind talking about it. Yeah, so you will find that I will talk about politics, a little bit of politics, a little bit of news having to do with, you know, social news, political news, sports news, whatever I'm feeling that day, I will share it with you. Okay. Then we move on to the case of Warmington and Meadows. Guys, you all probably saw those two controversies. Warmington is, what's his name? Everett Warmington. Warmington is a representative, or was a representative of the Jamaica Labour Party. And after his loss, because he lost in his constituency to the People's National Party, Jesus, look how far, guys, we can't listen in front of me. Yeah, so as I was saying, so Mr. Warmington, he lost his seat to the People's National Party, and he made a statement to the effect that he was not going to allow anybody in the People's National Party to spend his money, meaning that because he lost, whatever money was allocated to his constituency, he was not going to hand it over to the new, he wasn't going to hand it over to the person who has now won, because this person is from the People's National Party. And I say, Mr. Warmington really does need a civics lesson. He needs a lesson in political representation. He needs some serious lessons, because when you are serving, when you sign up to serve the people, that's exactly what you have done. You have signed up to serve the people, not to serve yourself. And whether or not the people support you politically, you have a right. Andrea, what's up? Andrea, I'm good enough. All good. Yeah, I'm here, driving home in the fog, trying to get home in the fog. So I said, while I'm on my way home, might as well let us talk a little bit, about the things that's going on. But the things that's going on in the world today. Okay, so So Mr. Warmington, he does need a lesson in civics and political representation, because even though your your constituents may not have voted for you overwhelmingly this time, you, in fact, you lost. You still, if you are a civil servant, you have signed up to serve the people, you still have to serve the people, sir. You cannot withhold benefits from the people because you do not like the opponent who is going to now be responsible. You cannot withhold social benefits from the people because they did not vote for you. And he made a statement that he him no PMP now go spending money. It is not your money, Mr. Warmington. Any money that you are spending in your constituency, that is the people's money, not yours. And so for that, the prime minister had no choice but to sack him. And he definitely deserved it. I was listening to a news piece from JY, and in that news piece, JY played a voice note. JY played a voice note. Andrea said, "Karma reaches, his attitude is like him, I am mighty." Yes, I didn't even realize. Joseph, what's up? How you doing, my love? I didn't even realize that Mr. Warmington was so toxic. I just gotta use that word. I know we use that word quite a bit, but that word, yeah. I saw where the reporter was breaking down all of his bad behavior that he has been displaying over the years. One time he called Lisa Anna Jezebel. That is absolutely no word for you to use towards any woman, and let alone to Lisa. No, that is absolutely no word for you to use to anybody. And when you are in politics and you're representing the people, you cannot represent the people with that foul of a mouth. So, and I'm surprised that for that he was not stiffly reprimanded for calling Lisa Jezebel. The nerve. But anywho, he had also spoken harshly to reporters, with such disrespect, giving them the middle finger and all this. Who wants somebody like that to represent them? No. I can't believe that this is how this man had been behaving and was still in representational politics. I was surprised. I was shocked, because y'all know that I really don't follow politics. So I didn't even know that these things were going on. So now he has been sacked. Very good. I listened to a voice note as well last night from JY, and somebody was saying that, they knew him from childhood, and they said that he was always very unkind, very cruel, very mean. They would say that he would, they had the person on the voice note had nothing good to say about this man. This person, clearly they came from like the same community, and they were referring to events that occurred while they were growing up as children, and everything pointed to Warmington being a cruel creature. But anywho, I see AG in the place. AG, how are you doing, my love? So good to see you. You know, long for see me, AG. Mr. Surprise, oh, you know, see me, you know, call me and say, Trevor, dear, you all right? AG, I want me there. Eh? You not even text me, you come this morning, and you come this morning, I talk about my big foot. Aye, sir. What am I to do with you, AG? So yes, guys. So then the other person who deserved what he got was the man named Meadows. Now, Meadows, they say, what's your open house 347? Yeah, so Meadows is the other one. I think they said Meadows had abandoned the Jamaica Labour Party and had gone over to the People's National Party, and he was talking to his supporters down there in Trelawney, and he gonna tell the people how um he not have a problem with the people them who chop the line. Now the audacity of this man to say he don't have a problem with people who chop the line. You know what the choppers are, right? The people them who scam people. Watch how AG say me I keep man with him. AG say me I keep man with him. I will woman there. Oh, wait, Joseph, the mighty God, AG. You never have to talk out so loud. Me God, I want me to yo. Yes. You see Joseph at my yard last night. Then that means same thing I fix up the house till me come. I hope him cook me Sunday dinner as well. Till me come. Yeah. So now, Jenko people. Yeah, so Mr. Meadows him say him don't have a problem with the people them who are choppy line. Them so what most on the road I say, I mean I go around there with my nose itself. Let me go see what's going on. Yeah, so Mr. Meadows says that him not have a problem with the people them who are choppy line. But when the people them choppy line, them fi um set up themselves, get a business, set up them mother, set up them baby mother and all these things. Me say I was like, are these people okay? Why would Mr. Meadows say such a thing? Considering considering the implications of this scamming thing, and how many people have lost their life savings, how many people have lost money, how many Jamaicans are currently serving time in prison right over here in America. How many Jamaicans are currently spending time in prison, get long years in prison because of this chopping of the line business? And you are going to tell the people them say, for chopping line. Why would you be encouraging the Jamaican youth to in engage in illegal behavior? Never mind that it is illegal, but it is also immoral. I want to go on. Me see them put up one sign here, so say one open house about the place, but I don't know whether the open house today. I told me nosy, because all me did for do is go on my yard. And me come round here, so I look for open house, like me dey put on house, round here for open. Okay, yeah. I want open house, Mr. Right, so. Oh, no, I want house to buy. How much for it? I don't know. Me I go home go search. Me I go home go search and see how much it I go for. Wait, let me can drive that so. I don't know, but me I go on. Josie say, I'm right, listen to your man, I put you in your Lord Josie, how you come there? Whoop say, how whoop say you come can't defend me? Then Josie, if I want me to run to your brother. Oh my word. And Joe, me not do nothing wrong to you. Not that I know of. But the one I say I can. One that's not supposed to can't be home. I just say, many neighborhood patrol officer. Yes, brother. Me have to patrol. I have to patrol sometimes. Me have to patrol sometime, yeah, man. Cause me have to see what they go on. Me have to see what they go on, yeah, man. There's them have an open house. I guess them the house is on sale. So them want people to come look at it. When I go home, me take a look online and see how much it's going for. Yeah. Me not like them the house the door cause them back up to the woods. Me not like the house them back up to the woods. Uh-uh. But anyway. Yeah. So as I was talking, watch out me pass me and they go back up the road. Go get nosy. Yeah. So anyway, so Mr. Meadows, after he said that foolishness, after he said that nonsense, he he was fired. He was fired, and I say kudos to Mark Golden for firing him for that because at the first time I see Mark Golden have balls anyway. So anyway, but him just trying to make a point because him trying to say that him was one exposed I said, but it's backed up to the woods. Man, I not back up to the woods. I want number this 374. Don't like the house and go back up to the woods. Don't want that thought. Yeah, nobody ask me. Yeah, me I look one house. Yeah, me I look one house. Not necessarily in the neighborhood, just one somewhere different. Desireen, bless up yourself. How are you doing, my love? Good to see you. Oh, I said what happened to the trees in my neighborhood? Remember, Sarah? Watch out. Remember, say winter now, so everything has shed their leaves. Only the pine tree them and the fir tree them. Only pine trees and fir trees. The only pine trees and forest trees still have them greenery. Everything else has lost their greenery. When spring come, them are gonna spring up back. Trust me. Yeah, them will spring up back when spring come. You two will know before go. Jesus, Joseph. I'm like, yeah, me so rough, brother. Me just noisy. Alright. I am good. Alright. Oh, you're growing mangoes and hot pepper? Well, we could be get some of them sitting out of the mango them. I'm gonna take up that the chance to grow mango here in North Carolina. Come in, I have to go carrying. I have to go carrying that the mango there. I can't but I feel lift up, and carry out. Me can't bother with that, brother. Tiring. Can't manage it at all. Can't manage it at all. Let me see round here, so. Let me see round this so that my nose itself. Instead of I build up some house round here, so. See. We go look. Ah, me fi read all the text, me can't read all the text them. Me can't miss. You also then say coming soon from the 300,000s. Me back foot fire. But just let me see around here, so look. With my nose itself. Let me see around here, so stay. Cause me can't read all of them. When I so kind of ill and gully. But see them a put in a kind of infrastructure. Them a put in Dream Finders 23 available. Not it all. This all have one little incline, yeah, so. Eh. Oh, you're looking for land of Florida? Oh, yes, that's so. All of them a place you're gonna be. The time you come back down there 2 weeks time. See them already put in electricity underground, and them already put in like the pipe them and something. Oh yeah, look 10 to 15 acre. Me nearly say me have 52, but me not go there. Me not going there. Me not going there. Me, when I said, did you get any update on the case of the husband who hired assassins to kill his wife for insurance money? Or which one that there? Me not hear that the one there. Or which one that, Andrea? In Jamaica? Really? Me not surprised, but me not hear about it. Lord Jesus, me say me can't keep up with the news, I mean, Andrea. Me say me can't keep up, brother. Me can't keep up. Me can't keep up at all. What you saw? Yeah, them a have. And you know what is funny? They are allocating all of this land. Look at so all of this land for housing, all of this land for housing, and them now putting no social infrastructure. Them not have one little playing field. Them not have one little nothing. Just house, pan top of house. Mighty God. House, pan top of house, them a go build. Don't you say look like it a go hold maybe about 1, 2, 3 dozen houses. Me for call you. When me for call you? When you want me for call you? Talk to me nice. Yeah, but we still talk about other things that go on, you know. Yes, Andrea. Yes, me love. A gated community. What else them dig down all of the tree them? You see when this a generation are done with the world, mighty God. No oxygen, no nothing. Okay, so this is where the road ends. But all them apart look like swampland. Because I want a little bit of rain. You look at them, they do some dumping up. You see the people are making them stay. Alright, so this is where the road ends. So it look like you see all them little homes, all them little homes they what they make, that's where they're going to put a house. But between the homes, the water is settling. So I don't know. See one pond right there, so right in front of me when me there, so that is a pond. And them have a hump right there, so they're gonna build a house. And them have a hump right there, so where they're gonna build a house. Our street like them have down here already. But there is a water catchment area, like it's a pond or something. So it look like around here, so there was a bigger pond. And them dump it up. Dump it up. So this is somebody who go and live in a this lot right here. So I can just imagine. I wanna say I look like all of the dollar one graveyard. The place it look eerie. Like I did one graveyard. I don't know people not care now when them go for go build pan lands, you know, them just dig down everything, you know, man. Yeah, it looked like it was some kind of swamp area. And Yeah, look like some kind of swampy area, and them dump it up. Them dump it up. You see them people, and people are not easy, you know. Them people are not easy, Jesus style. Them not easy. So them put in fire hydrant already. Them put in, yeah, them put in, yeah, them put in like the electricity with those green boxes. Those green boxes carry electricity. Yeah, yeah. Joseph said, "Trevor, don't ask no question and follow instruction." I got Joseph. Watch yourself. You can't do me bad, so. But then, hey, anyway, don't forget somebody still a talk about the news. All right, we just still a talk about Meadows. All right, so we're done with Meadows now. Next story we gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about on Monday, a little girl in Florida, 13-year-old Maddie Soto, was reported missing by her mother. Her mother said the mother boyfriend drop off a little bit near school, and him drop her off a little bit below the school, and the pitney. She said surveillance camera saw the child playing a little bit in the churchyard before the child went off into the schoolyard. As the mother say now, this is some of we woman. You see, some of we really are really something else. You know, how they go on? Something not no longer so. But this was what the mother said. She used the word we. She said we dropped her off a little bit before the school, like down the road by the church, for her to walk up. Now that is not unheard of, because a lot of time when you go to drop off children, there are so many um vehicles in the line that you might drop off the child and watch the child go. If you are busy, if you have got somewhere else to go or something like that, you might do that. I don't see anything wrong with that. But the mother said on surveillance camera the child could be seen playing in the churchyard before she went off into the school. No, that sounds to me like that was a first person report, that she was there when the child was dropped off, and she can attest to the fact that the child was playing in the churchyard before eventually walking off to school. Come to find out, come to find out, she was not present when the child was supposedly have been dropped off at school. She was not present. She had sent her 13-year-old daughter with her boyfriend, for him to drop her off at school. The boy also next also still, but he have no big backyard. 429. The boyfriend, what he did, he unalived that child. I mean, I tell you, no, me tell you, I don't trust no man. Me pick them. Neither girl nor boy. Me don't trust. Me don't trust no man. Me don't trust no man, people. I wonder what these realtors tell these prospective persons. Hey, what do you mean? What they tell them? Then tell them, come by. This is a wonderful neighborhood, and yeah, yeah. And them tell them all kind of lies and sell it to them. Imagine him say down there's a 300 everything starts at 300,000. Me Jesus. Me Jesus. Eh? So if everything starts at 300,000. You can imagine. Can you imagine? But anyway, so as we're talking about this young lady down there in the Kissimmee area of Florida, the the mother's boyfriend unalived the little girl and dumped her body in the bushes, went back home and said nothing to the mother. So when the mother went to go pick up the child in the evening, the child was nowhere to be found. And then that's when the school sent her that notification that said You know, at the end of the day, the school call you and say your child was absent today. So the school called her and said her child was absent today. The mother was like, "Oh no, not my child. My child can't be absent." Watch out, see one. You know, from when me want one of them see them, if I turn up the road, one pallet. You know, from when me want one pallet to put me flower pot them pan, cause the grow bags. Cause when you put the grow bags right down on the ground, them rotten away fast. Somebody have one pallet them put out there, so it's a good thing some drive around this morning. Otherwise, I wouldn't even see it. But anyway, you may go turn back and go get it. So, so anyway, so they come to find out now, this man unalived the little girl, 13 years old, threw her in the bushes. They found her body Friday night. Him threw her in the bushes. Um, disposed of her school bag and her school issued computer. Disposed of her school bag and her school issued computer in the same apartment where they live. He disposed of them in the dumpster. And when the mother was having an interview with the police on Tuesday, the man sit down there behind the woman as the woman was talking to the reporters about her missing child. I am not too convinced. The mother says, "Oh, she's desperate to find the child." I don't see the woman, no tears, no nothing. The woman now shed. I mean, know say everybody deal with grief differently now. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I know. One of the people let me get that sickness. Come on. Well, all the people, me talk. I don't want the pallet here. You see people them with one pallet here still. I mean it. Sorry, gentle people. Oh no, me I don't empty up this carrier yet. Oh, me have to carry that. So see me here, I come back, people. Me get the little pallet. Me get the little pallet put it in my car. So me can see it's a good thing. So my car is so wide. Come, I can't get that pallet they forgot put me. Right, it's 2 piece of wood there. But come let him this 2 piece of wood. How many if you go make up my little fence? The people. Look well on. You see guys, I'm telling you say better me walk for little or nothing down. My granny would have said better you walk for little or nothing down, sit down for nothing. Me say I want 2 pieces of wood for fix up me. My garden was a spring coming on. I know something I gotta do my little farming. I see that just like that, me find a 2 little piece of wood. Yeah. We can't hardly see you know, cause the sun is shining and we can't hardly see one and send in the chat. But anyway, yeah, the man molest the little girl. And we can't tell you no say. We can't tell you no say that man has been molesting that little girl for a long time. He may just get up and molest her and analyze her and throw her away. That man has been molesting that little girl. And I say to the women, to mothers, watch yourself. Brother D, what's up? What you doing, my love? Good to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Desiree said, Trev, you hear about the 16-year-old girl that the ex-boyfriend killed in Jamaica. The one where she and the boyfriend, the one where she and her friend is sitting on the veranda and the ex-boyfriend. I missed one something from Popeyes yesterday. But one 15-year-old girl that they left school, gone got turn bartender, and she there one boy in her neighborhood, and she and the boy left, and she was another guy just moving out of the area is her friend, and the new guy, and she was sitting on her veranda talking, and the next guy come over and shoot up into them. She died, and the other boy, that's the same one, and the boy in the hospital with severe gunshot wound. I don't know what's wrong with the people there, brother. It's like emotions are out of control. People have lost their minds. It's just anger and craziness and boy, I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. It is always the persons who know the children. Always, may I tell you. Yeah, it's always the people who you know always hurt you. Always. You understand? Yeah, the man molest off little pitney and alive around that away like garbage. And when the mother did have interview him, slung did behind the mother. I go on like him no know what happened to the pitney. I go on like him no know what happened to the woman pitney. Me tell you something, say. Me tell you say, it better, me say, if you and your husband divorced, you and your pitney them father left, you me settle mothers out there. It is better sometimes to stay alone. You see people that say, oh, them get stepfather and them are the best stepfather. Me not say there are not those cases, but then there are the other cases. Then there are the other cases where children too often we see men are taking advantage of the little girls, and nowadays all the little boys taking advantage of the children of the woman they are with. Too often we see this happening. And so what I would say is mothers, stop from bringing in man pound picking them. We need to stop it. Stop bringing in a man. I know that sometimes it is hard. You have a relationship women men into their household and the poor children are suffering. As soon as you find a man a road you carry him tell you pitney, oh, call him daddy, call him Uncle Joe. Stop it, because those things make our children feel quite close to these persons. And not because you are sleeping with this person, you don't know this person. You don't know this person's heart. You don't know this person's motive. You don't know. And it is sad that we have to leave our children so vulnerable. We fi stop it. Where's the no sound? Let me really there chat to myself. Oh, come there really there chat to myself. What is not this, Father God? Yeah, you know, as women, we have to, since we are already standing up for ourselves, we have to learn to stand up by ourselves. We cannot always be looking for a man to be by our side to bail us out. Take care of our children alone. I say all the time, I say, respect my mother, you know. My father been dead since I was 8 years old, and I never see a man's shoes. I never see a man's shoes in my yard. Never see a man. When my mother finally meet a man and married, I was 34 years old. You understand? And my father been dead from I was 8 years old. Cause my mother always say, I don't want to go to jail and I supposed to girl pity me have. So I don't want no man to come in here. To come abuse, you know. And me thank her so much for that. Because it grieved my spirit. Me cry when I see people. When I see people talking about their experiences online and saying, you know, how their father, their stepfather molested them, and me thank God I have them experience there. I am so grateful to my mother that I do not have those experiences. You understand? So as mothers, we need to do better and stop from carrying man. Power pitney them, carrying predators. Some men do not want to be with a woman unless she has children. I will say, AG, me very sneaky. Oh, then I want me sneaky now. How wrong with your AG? You understand? As women, as mothers, we need to pay closer attention to what is going on with our children. Pitney enough is sit down in a man's lap. Pitney enough is sit down in a man's lap. No make no man or no boy call you to tell you, come around the corner, I got something to show you. Do not go. Children are not supposed to be left with irresponsible people. You can't just leave your pitney with one 15-year-old or one 17-year-old and say, oh, him big, him we take care of them. Because you never know what is going on in these people's minds. And we have to teach our children to scream, to shout, to tell. Not care how somebody threaten them and say, you know, if you tell somebody I'm going to hurt you, tell anyway. Tell anyway. Tell what they have done to you. Tell. You understand? And for our boys, we need to teach our boys how to respect women, how to respect little girls. I know everything these days is on the internet. Them open the phone and everything up on the internet or something. And it just too much, like they're over sexualized. And the poor children are having a hard time dealing with what life is throwing at them. I just yesterday me hear Papa do one report one little boy 12 years old. 12 years old and little boy molest the little pitney 4 years old. And God see I know say I'm glad to see how the Jamaicans are starting to treat sexual molestation as the crime that it is and make them go along a prison. Because may I tell you, say, if tongue and teeth should taught these days, a lot of men who are now in high places in Jamaica would end up in prison. If a lot of little girls should talk about the people who touched them inappropriately when they were children, a whole lot of people today would fall off their high horses. You understand? And I'm glad that people are taking things seriously and getting the law involved. Yesterday, Papa, I talked about the little boy, 12 years old, feed up in a 4-year-old cousin. And the little girl, 4 years old, but she knew that it was wrong. And she told her family member, them take her go to the police station, take her go to a doctor. The boy I feel, why do you touch people and pick the far? And teach our little girls that it is inappropriate for anybody to touch them. So now this little girl, the Maddie Soto girl that I was telling you about down there in Orlando, her body was found Friday night. And now the mother's boyfriend is in prison, is in jail. He waived his right to appear in court yesterday. He didn't want to appear in court. But look for him about him not want to appear. He doesn't want to appear in court. You know, him already know the charges, so he never want to appear in court. The audacity. The audacity. But the judge still didn't give him any bond, so he's not getting out. And I keep wondering, what did the mother know? What red flags did the mother ignore? What did the mother know? How was the relationship between her daughter and this man? Mighty God. I tell you. Then, talking about another news. In Connecticut or New York, up north, there was the case of Michelle Troconis. You all hear me talk about that case all the time. The missing mother, Jennifer Dulos. Jennifer Dulos went missing in May of 2019, and her husband was suspected in her disappearance. He had been arrested along with his then girlfriend, Michelle Troconis. And lo and behold, the husband in January of 2020, the husband unalived himself and left this girlfriend to face the music on her own. So she was tried for conspiracy to conceal the death of a person, because according to the indictment, it is believed that she was the woman in Connecticut, that she was the woman who was in the vehicle with Fabrice Dulos after he had unalived his wife, and they were driving around town and dumping trash bags in different receptacles. And she admitted that she was the woman who was with him, but that she did not know what was in the bags, and she had no idea that his wife was murdered. Or she knew the wife was missing, but she didn't know the wife had been murdered. Well, they also found some inconsistencies in what she said. She had lied to the police, and she had tried to cover up for him. She said on the morning of the murder, she had taken a shower with him and they were together. Well, the police later discovered that that was not true. So with that, if you told that lie, what else are you hiding? What other lies have you told? So this woman, 46 or 47-year-old woman, is staring down 50 years in prison for having conspired with her boyfriend. Now, if I am with a man and this man's wife goes missing and this man is suspected in that crime, I don't want to have nothing to do with him, even if he is not suspected. Even if he's not suspected, the fact that they're going through a bitter divorce and the wife has gone missing, me don't want that the man did not either they have to love nor money. Andrea said pedophiles within the society are among our children is dangerously crazy. Yes. Just the other day, Missy Popeye carry one news where Donas Westmoreland or St. Elizabeth, somewhere in Jamaica, the guidance counselor was arrested because the little girl say him touch her upon her breast. Like, come on now, sir. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Arrest them, man. Arrest them. The little pity them can't even bear them innocence. Little pity them can't carry their innocence into adulthood. And when on the man them a come and talk about them one virgin. Don't forget virgin when on the father and the brother and the whole on molest half little pity them from them young. Come on now. Come on now. You understand? I mean, like, we see how Jamaica take it seriously. And I say, the young girls, the young girls under 16 who are get pregnant, them a seek out to find out who are the father them, because the father them are go answer to the law. Well, I'm glad to I just know them I talk about that. But anyway, anyway, that was that down there in Connecticut. So the jury has found Michelle Troconis guilty on all the charges that were brought against her, and so she's remanded in custody. She's going to get like an ankle bracelet and something else to monitor her. They already confiscated her passport, so she can't go nowhere and all of that. So she now is going to face the music for the death, because clearly the woman is dead. They found her blood, they found her clothes in the dumpster, bloody clothes. So clearly she was killed. Clearly she was killed. And so this woman, Michelle Troconis, she is gonna go do some time for her role in the murder. Age is a 16 new young, it should be 21 and up. Yeah, they have to go fight for Jamaican laws to change to say 21 and up, because the little pity them need to go in adulthood with their innocence. Eh. Yeah, them need to go in adulthood with their innocence. Yeah, but yeah, so that was one case. There was another case I wanted to talk about. Okay, so there was another case up there in Amish country. Did you all hear of that one? So up there in Amish country in Pennsylvania, a young mother, 23 years old, was found dead a few days ago. Another hear that story. That story I saw. So 23, a 23-year-old Amish woman was found dead on her living room floor. She had been shot, and her throat was cut. Right. She was home with her two young children, ages 2 and 3, when somebody came into her house and unalived her and left her there with her two young children in the home. And she was also about 6 months pregnant. Her husband came home to find her unalived on the living room floor. Now, police have been searching diligently to find the person who committed this crime, because the Amish people them not have cell phone, Amish people them not have security camera, Amish people them not have not them living in these close knit communities, and them live more like back in time. They do a lot of walking, they look at horse drawn buggies and stuff like that. Most of them they don't even have cars. Them not go anywhere. They little community, they rely on each other and stuff. They not believe in like birth control and them something there. So the Amish community is a little bit secluded. They have dirt roads. So nobody it would be hard to think that anything would happen in their community and be done by an outsider. It's usually somebody who is close to them. Well, lo and behold, last night I saw where the police arrested a guy. Yes, Andrea, the police arrested a guy. Hear what I have heard so far. This is allegedly. This is what I have heard happen so far. So this man, the police were going off the leads because somebody said they saw a red vehicle in the woman's driveway on the morning of the murder. They saw a red vehicle. So the police went to do their work and did their investigation, and they found out that the red vehicle that was there, the person who drove that red vehicle, something had happened, I'm not sure what, but the people who had adopted this man, which one of people are crazy. So this man's grandson was adopted out to a family that once lived in that same house. You get it? The person who did the shooting, his grandson was adopted out to the person who lived in that home prior. And the man all of a sudden decides that he is so distraught that his grandson was adopted out to this family who live in this house that he decides to enact some kind of revenge on the people. He's going to go unalive the people in the house. So when he got to the house, these people don't live there anymore. But him go there and him see the woman and him unalive the woman. Now you tell me, because this is a different family that now lives in this house and not the family that had adopted his grandson. Now you tell me this man not crazy. This is absolute craziness. And now this woman is dead and her unborn child and her 2 children must now grow up without their mother. Isn't this something? Isn't this something, I tell you? Ah, boy. Trouble not set like rain, I tell you. Because I know, like the rest of you all, my first thoughts went to the husband. You understand? You went straight to the husband because, oftentimes when people, lose their 3 points, oftentimes when they lose their 3 points, it's somebody very close. And with the Amish community being as close knit and family oriented as it is, it would be odd for a stranger to just come out. The man unalive the woman, the pregnant woman, and left her children without a mother. Ain't that something? And these stories are so frequent these days. Sometimes I don't even bother to carry these news because they be so depressing sometimes. I'm just like, oh my God, this is too depressing. I can't handle it. Yeah. But anyway, Yeah, Letitia, what's up? How are you doing, my love? Good to see you. Welcome, my darling. Good to see you. Yeah. So that was another piece of news that we were following this week. There is a lot more that is going on. There is a lot more that is going on, and so we are going to continue to follow up these stories. That's going on around. Tisha is here and Andrea. Blessings, guys. Yeah. In Jamaica, a whole heap of news are going on in Jamaica. When me tell you, say a whole heap of things are going on. There is so much going on. But guys, I want y'all to stay safe, and whatever it is that you all do, I want you all to be safe in doing what you do. All right? It's not an easy run. Say many see the glamour and the glitter, so them think I better rose. Oi. But anyway, guys, you're just peeping in, Tisha. I'm gonna go take me a nap right now because I know I'm exhausted. I'm just coming off from work, so that's where we are going to end the talking for this morning. We are going to come back tomorrow. I noticed we haven't had any Bible reading. I tell you, guys. Oh, before me leave, I gotta tell you something. So, guys, I tell you, you remember I talked before about the story of Ahaz. I talk about the story of Ahaz and Jehoshaphat. That's in the Kings. The story of Ahaz and Jehoshaphat, where Jehoshaphat came down and told Ahaz, inveigled Ahaz to make them go. He came down and inveigled Ahaz to make them go fight with Syria to go get Ramoth Gilead. And and long story short, Ahaz ended up getting killed. Now, after he got killed in that battle for Ramoth Gilead, his son Ahaziah took over the ruling of Israel in Syria, in Samaria, of Israel in Samaria. And Jehoshaphat, he was the king in Judah of Israel. Okay, remember, the whole big place was Israel, but it had different provinces, and over these different provinces had different kings. Okay, so Jehoshaphat was the king over the province of Judah, and Ahaziah was the king over Samaria. That's why them don't want to publish the sex registration. If it was the lower class alone, them would have published it. You know what I talk about, Letitia? That is exactly why they don't want to publish it, because there are lots of higher up people who have been charged with sexual crimes. Yeah, but them still going on like nothing happened. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I was telling you all about the story in 2 Kings chapter 1, I believe, the story of Ahaziah. So after Ahaz had died and Ahaziah took over the kingdom, he fell out of the upstairs. He fell through the floor of the upstairs in the palace. He fell down and he injured himself so badly, he ended up being bedridden. So he sent his messengers to go ask, what was that? Baal Zebud? I think that was the name of the god. Baal Zebud. I think that was the name. So Ahaziah sent his messengers to go consult with Baal Zebud to find out if he was going to get better or if he was going to die. On their way to go see Baal Zebud, a man appeared to them and tell them that, you know, what I go on here. So Israel not have no God. Israel not have no God where the king could have consult. Why the king has sent Uno to go consult with Baal Zebud about whether or not he's going to live or die. Let me tell you something. He is going to die. So the messengers, them turn back. Them never bother go see Baal. They turned back and they went back to Ahaziah and they said, listen, while we were on our way to go see Baal Zebud, we came across a man and he told us that you are not going to get better, you are going to die. So Ahaziah said, what the man look like? Them say, the man very eerie, full of ear, and he wear one leather loin armor, one leather shield, like wrapped around his loin. And right then and there, Ahaziah knew exactly who it was. He said, oh, that's Elijah. Go and go tell Elijah, say myself, come here. So he sent one captain and 50 men and tell them, go and go tell Elijah, say call him. So when they went, Elijah was sitting on a hill. Them tell Elijah, say, King Ahaziah sent to call him. Elijah say, I said to them, as God up in heaven, if I am not, if there is no God in heaven, no fire not come down. No, he say, as God up in heaven, fire come down and burn you up and devour you. Something to that effect. And the fire came down and burned up the captain and the 50 men. Me I tell you now what I'm heading, so me hope me not forget nothing. Cause the brain not fire like it used to. But anyway, right. So when King Ahaz hear what happened, when he heard what happened with the captain he had sent there and the 50 men, he sent another captain with another 50 men to go tell Elijah to come here. When they went, they tell Elijah, King Ahaziah say, you have to come here. Elijah said the same thing. If I am not something or another, fire come down and burn you up. And the fire did come down and destroyed the captain and the 50 men. So now, King Ahaziah sent a third captain with 50 men to go tell Elijah to come here. And when they went, this captain, he dropped on his knees and he paid respects to Elijah. You know him say, I beg you to spare my life and to spare the life of these 50 men who are with me. And the angel spoke to Elijah and say, go on with them. Go on with them. Go hear what Ahaziah wants. And so Elijah went with them to Ahaziah. And he told Ahaziah that you're not going to get better. You are going to die. And Ahaziah did die. You know, so I read a story there over and over. And because the story kept saying a lot of he, him, he, I keep losing track of who all these he's they are talking about. So I took the time out to read it again. And every time they said he, I wrote the name of the person I think they're talking about. And after having done that, I read the thing with those names in it, and that's how it made sense. Because I read it and substituted the pronouns for the nouns. And that's how it all makes sense to me. So that tells me that me find another prophet in the Bible that may have been a real prophet. Elijah, Elijah, not Elisha, no, Elijah may have been a prophet that indeed was getting instructions, verifiable instructions from, we are gonna say, we are gonna just say from heaven or from God or from the angel. We are gonna just say that. Yeah, I think he was just like I finally believed that Micaiah. Remember Micaiah? Yeah, I think Micaiah was also a prophet who was hearing from God. The others so far have been frauds. Yeah, that's what I believe. But anyway, as we have come now to the end of this morning's live, I'm gonna go get myself together, get me a nap, and then wake up to go to work later. I want to say thanks to everybody who came into the live. I hope when you come in the live, you all hit the like button. If you hit it in the way in, you didn't hit it on the way out. So in total, 100 plus persons died just for one reply to the Kimper claim. Yo, exactly, Andrea. 102 people died just because the king want to hear the words out of Elijah's mouth for himself. Can you believe it that? I mean, I said the people them have no power to send no, because if the king send 50 men and the one captain and them not come back, why would he send another 50 men and another captain? Why would he do that? But he did. And they went, they had to go because the king sent them, so they had to go. And they went and ended up losing their lives as well. And I guess if the angel hadn't spoken to Elijah this third time, he probably would have slain the other set as well. I tell you, the Bible is so funny. The Bible is so funny. Yeah. But anywho, that that is that. Right, Desireen? Yeah. That is that, my love. We are going to continue. I am trying, Desireen and Andrea, I am trying to get a good understanding of these stories, because a lot of these stories in the Bible, really don't have much relevance to our lives today. It's just a story. Because even this story here, what is it saying? That God did talk to Elijah, or what exactly is it saying that should make it be like a revered text? I don't see it. But anywho, we are we are going to continue. I haven't done any Bible reading in the last few days because I've been traveling. I'm tired. I like to read the Bible when I have my mental clarity with me. I don't want to read the Bible when I'm half asleep and falling asleep. And I don't like that time to read the Bible. I like to read the Bible when I understand what I'm reading because I'm not sleepy and feeling all knocked out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we might read the Bible tomorrow, if depending on how I feel. If I feel good tomorrow, I will, but definitely Tuesday morning we will. And we have just about 3 more days or so before we are over into the New Testament. So guys, thanks to you all again. Thanks for coming into the live. Thanks for spending time with me. I sincerely appreciate you all. When we come back, maybe when we come back later, we will continue talking about some other things that's going on in the news, etc. All right, that's going to be it from me for this morning, my friends. Until, yes, I'm going to call you. All right. Until next time, my friends, this is Trev from Trev Essence, where your journey matters. Have yourselves a great day, everybody. And I will see you all later. See you later, guys.